Good morning. My name is Erika Reza and today I'm going to answer two important questions. The first question is, what should language learning ELT materials have? Okay, according to the document, I feel that the students feel more comfortable with materials that have a lot of space in white, because if you put a lot of information in one page, the student can't understand all that information. So if you put a little text and then a big space in white, for they can write maybe questions, answers. So this is really useful. Um, Maybe books or text with a small text and a big illustration, so the students can understand what they already read, and this is so useful for the English teaching. And materials that the students can feel more relaxed, with the help with the teacher, and the materials that they feel so interested, that they can start to think and have a lot of questions and start to investigate. Uh, Another type of materials maybe, um, I don't know, like to start to talk in the class, like giving examples, anecdotes, stories. So this is really useful for the speaking of the students and for to learn, because they can read the text and start to talk about this text, and it's really good about the process. So the second question is, proposal for principal approaches to the development of ELT materials. Okay, I read in the document that the help pages before or after doing the task, the activities, um, it help for to the students to to decide the strategy that they want to use to resolve the task. Another material is the written or the spoken test, uh, because with the written they can explain their specific idea, and the spoken they can start to explain with their speaking. So this generate two activities in one, because they start to use the grammar and the speaking, and they start to make questions, suggestions, and things like that. Okay, another material that I find so interesting is the mini projects. The mini projects are really good because the students can decide their own mini project, and the information that they will need, they have to search for them, start to read documents, articles, and to start to explain that idea. So the mini project is to give them a little responsibility for to make decisions, to decide about their own information, and when they finish their own project, their own mini project, they have to explain that project. So this is like a very interesting material for to use in the English learning process. Another activity that I find so, I don't know, interesting too. It's the maybe plain or semi-plain discourse, like a formal lecture, or an informal radio interview, or maybe an spontaneous conversation with a person. So this is so useful in a class, that you can create a little space with an informal conversation, with an informal interview in radio. So this is another material that the teacher can use. But with all of this information, we have to be so attentive because the students have a different type of learnings. So, as one group of students, maybe they love to read the test, watching movies, but another group of students prefer to hear audios, music, conversations, and maybe another group prefer to make their own material, to create their own test. So the teacher have to be so attentive with this and start to promote the different type of learnings that he or she can find in his or her students. And finally, the most important part that teachers have to be so attentive is the attitude that students have. So maybe they will be so attentive or maybe they will be so boring. So the teacher can provide choices of different type of tests, different type of activities, maybe providing an optional or a optional extras for the more positive and motivated learnings. Maybe provide a variety of the information, the text that students could learn. So the teacher could give them more options, and the student will select that type of options. And with this, the attitude of students will be so attentive, interested, and the the teacher will be so attentive with their selections and provide the information that they already select for to have a really good process of English learning. And that's all about this document. So thank you for watching.